Hi, I'm Rosa. I'm an enterprise coordinator in Somerset. And this challenge today is all about finding a job that you love. So the exercises that we're going to do, they're all about you getting to know yourself, understanding what the things that you enjoy are, the ways that you like learning, and then hopefully that kind of self-understanding and self-knowledge will help you make the decisions that will lead you to be doing studying that you enjoy and eventually get a job that you love. And we're going to kickstart the day today by hearing from some people who do jobs that they love. So I've spoken to 9 people across Devon and Somerset who all have jobs that they really enjoy, and they're going to talk a little bit about what it is they do, what they enjoy about their job, and they have a little bit of advice for you about finding a job that you love. So I'll hand over to them.
So I'm Charlotte Johnson. I am a wellbeing project leader at Young Somerset. So I feel like I can really make a difference to young people and their mental health in Somerset. And it's nice to be able to see how our support offer progresses over the years with that as well. Advice for someone who wants to find a job that they love is don't put too much pressure on yourself to feel like you need to find that immediately. I think go out and try as many different things as possible that you can do. For me, this role is something that I very much fell into. So I was a young person on one of our projects at Young Somerset, back when we were known as Somerset Rural Youth Project. And then when I was at university, I used some of my free time to do some work experience at Young Somerset, which in turn turned into temporary work and then a permanent position. And since then, I've progressed and been promoted to a operations manager. So I've kind of really done that whole transition from young person to manager within my work. And for me, it was just taking part in the programme that I completed really made me realise that actually youth work and young people's wellbeing was something that I wanted to work in. But I wouldn't have known that without also doing billions of other things that I really didn't like.
My name is Chris Buxton. I work at Young Somerset and I am a lead youth worker. My best days are definitely when I'm working with young people within youth clubs or doing stuff outdoors with like green activities and stuff. It's again that sense of being feeling rewarded. The fact I've made a difference is always a key thing. So I think that kind of giving back to young people and making someone feel better about themselves is makes me feel gratitude for what I have and what I can do. I find a lot of successful people are those that actually follow their dreams and follow their passions. Youth work is still relatively new to me. I didn't know about youth work when I was younger. I just followed my hobbies of kayaking and being outdoors. Obviously that led me through doing a lot of outdoor industry stuff and took me around the world. I just really want to find what young people are really passionate about and just kind of like put these little stepping stones just further and further and further ahead to follow their dreams, to follow their passion is the key one. I want every young person to realise that there is a dream and they should follow it. So
I'm Jonathan Taylor. I'm a general manager for a company called Branston Limited. We pack potatoes exclusively for the whole of Tesco. And I'm working at one of our 4 sites, which is we're based in Ilminster in Somerset. The job, I love the job. It gives you such a buzz, getting the results out, achieving all the targets that were set, making sure we've supplied the customer with everything that we want, and achieving our financial goals as a business. All of those things make you feel really good. They're positive, they're successes that you do. And overcoming the issues and the problems, that always gives you a great feeling as well. Because I'm so happy with where I am. I've found my home. I've got a business around me that is like-minded. I think the same. We've got the same ideals, the same outlooks. It's a great bunch of people to work with, the best bunch of people I've worked with. So I'm happy. It's taken a while. There's been some ups and downs in my career. Some of the jobs you thought, yes, this isn't for me. This isn't the right bit, and I need to move on. And so on as you're trying to find it.
Jason Black, I'm the managing director for Mem de Braille. I have full responsibility for the business. So everything from health and safety to HR to the commercial side to the operational side, insurance, dealing with shareholders, dealing with customers, dealing with suppliers, contract management. So it's a very full, very varied role, and that's the bit I enjoy the most. If you're sat as an employer looking to employ somebody, you will recognize some really strong qualities in them if they sit there and say, I'm doing a job, I don't particularly enjoy it, but I'm doing it because I want to learn for the world of work, I want to develop some skills, but the job I want is the job that you're advertising. I think that goes down very positively with a prospective employer. Get a broad skill base, broad knowledge base, but then keep your eye out for that job you do love and apply every time it comes up, because the variety of background you have, the skill set you'll develop in any job you do, will be seen very advantageously by the employer that you really want to work for.
Hello, my name's Ben. I'm a nurse by background, but currently work in simulation facilitation. It basically is a way of educating people with mannequins or with actors. And for me, the enjoyment comes from watching people develop those skills. And for some of our healthcare assistants, we see them on their very first day, their first week here, and then we see them almost 4 or 5 months later back in practice when we go out and use some mannequins and do some work on the walls. And you can really see the development with them. And that's what I love about it. It's that growth that you see in the staff. So I grew up working on a farm, and I love that area of work, but I didn't see that was going to be my full-time career. It was a lovely hobby, but it wasn't a full-time career. Whereas as soon as I worked in a care home, I knew that was where I wanted to go. And I've worked a little bit in the ambulance service and worked mainly in the hospital now, but I've given it a go and tried it. So definitely that would be my number one tip, would be give it a try. If you don't know, you don't know. For me, it's not only the role that makes it very satisfying, but it's being in a team that feels almost like a family. You go through the ups and the downs, and what you're doing is fantastic, and the impact that you can have on not only staff but on patients is brilliant. But being part of a closer family.
Hi, my name's Pippa Richards. I'm the lead nurse for deteriorating patient, sepsis and simulation across the trust. When I've had a really good day, you just have such a lovely feeling inside, whether it's patients, whether it's students, whether it's your the team that I manage. If it's gone well and you've made a difference to any of them, then yeah, it's just the best feeling in the world to go home. I want everyone to be able to have the skills and the tools that they need to be able to care for a patient. So I want them to have the knowledge. I want to provide that knowledge for them, and I want them to know that there's always someone to talk to as well. So I think that can, and it's an open culture. So if you want to ask a question, that's fine. There's never a silly question. I want them to be able to say, "Gosh, that didn't go very well. How can we do it better?" That to me would be the most powerful thing to make a big change, is to recognise that things aren't always perfect, but how can we, make it better next time? Well, I think with nursing, it becomes part of you. It's who you are. You're Pippa the nurse. So it's with a job like in healthcare, I think it becomes part of your makeup. So I'm Pippa, but I'm also Pippa the nurse, and I don't mind that at all. It's one of those jobs you're really proud to say, I'm a nurse, and it's a job you can work around your family, you can travel. It's such a diverse thing. You can go into education like I have, you can go into safety. It's just so many avenues open to you once you become a nurse. It doesn't just have to be about ward nursing, there's community nursing, there's practice nursing. Yeah, just so much that you can balance with your life.
So my name's Georgina Carter. I'm a solicitor and I work at Mitchell Malls in Exeter. What I enjoy most about my job is the client interaction I get on a daily basis. I'm very much a people person, and my job involves getting involved with my clients' lives quite heavily and finding out the crux of their problem and trying to come up with a solution which will best suit their needs. Having a good day, I get really good job satisfaction if I feel that I've made one of my clients happy, or they've come back with some really nice comments about the work I've done for them that really does make my day. It just, yeah, I think I definitely have a lot of job satisfaction on good days. Definitely do lots of work experience. I did work experience in banks. I did a bit of sort of teaching at university, younger students. I realised I didn't want to be a teacher. Just any work experience you can get. If there's anything that you think you'd like to do, just do work experience. That's the only way you're going to learn, is to actually like have experience in the industry. I think, as I've just recently joined my firm, in the next 2 years, I would like to think that I'm a very well-liked member of the team, that people come to me for advice. I'd like to think that I have some trainee solicitors under my belt that I'd be looking after. And I would like to think that I am moving up the career ladder and I've become a senior associate, which is the level before you become a partner. I grew up in a council estate. My mum was a single parent with a foreign dad. We were really, really poor growing up. And I just thought, I do not want to not have a job when I'm old. My mum worked really hard. And I think I just wanted a job where I could support myself and I'd have like a nice lifestyle.
So my name's Andrew Bowers. My company's called Peak Online. I've been managing this company for coming up 6 years in this July. And we do web design, digital marketing in Hong Kong, UK, and any country across the world, basically. Based in Bideford, North Devon, and been here for 3 years. Me being the boss is the number one thing I like the best. And after that, customer interaction. I enjoy working with the customers, solving their problems more than actually doing the physical work. I put a lot of work in to get this company off the ground. I worked 54-hour week in a job and did this on top for 5 years. I can decide on the direction of the company. I can control the customer service levels. I can be as flexible as I want, basically. I don't know, I suppose for me, it's about helping people. Of course, I need to make money to live, but I'm always willing to help people out. You know, I'm always looking to help out charities. Yeah, I always had the dream of having my own company, working for myself, being the boss.
Okay, my name is Lisa Tompkins and my job title is Enterprise Coordinator, and I cover 15 schools across Mendip and South Somerset. You know, you're networking all the time and you're trying to support people. So talking to lots of people, finding out information, networking people together, I love all of that. There's a number of qualities that I appreciate. Integrity is a big one. People really being true to their word, trustworthy and honest, and admitting, you know, where they feel there's been a mistake, but it's not a mistake. It's if you're trying your hardest and something doesn't go to your liking or how you feel it should have done, then it should be a working environment when you're open up to that and you can support each other. So I really appreciate it when people are really honest and open and you get that collaborative environment. I'm away from a meeting sometimes and you're buzzing because, you know, everybody's got something out of that meeting. You feel like you've taken a step forward. People are able to, it's almost unlocked something that they were finding tricky and they're moving forwards. And yeah, it's brilliant coming out to meetings like that. You feel like you can see why you're doing what you're doing and how it's worthwhile. Think about what you enjoy, and if you follow that through your education, because it's things that you're motivated about and interested in, you'll get better marks. You'll be able to contribute more. And when you go to an interview, whether that's to go on to further education or whether it's an interview for a job, you will light up. You can tell in an interview when people really love what they want to do and when people are just considering it a job. And that's what I've always wanted to do, is work in something that lights me up. So yeah, I would advise use your head, but follow your heart as well.
So I really enjoyed doing those interviews. I personally found it really inspiring to talk to lots of people who are doing jobs that they enjoy, and I hope that you found it helpful too. And the next thing we're going to do is a worksheet, which is based on imagining your life in 10 years' time. So with this, I really want you to think about what you would like. And the first step in the exercise is for you to just close your eyes for a second and kind of like come into yourself, so that you can really kind of center on the things that you would, that are going to make you happy and will bring you a sense of fulfillment. And then there's some boxes for you to fill in about what it is that you imagine your life to be in 10 years. So I hope that you enjoy that exercise.